think about like your goals, we all have them, whether your goal is to run a 5K by the end of the year or not have any goals at all. We all have goals. Do you ever think about what motivates you for them though? Do you think, how do you motivate yourself? Do you motivate yourself internally? You're like, yeah, I'm going to do this for me. Or do you let outside influences motivate you, and do you do things for the approval of others or for a reward of sorts that's given to you from others, huh? Well, that's called intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, so check it out. What's going on, beautiful people, and happy Wednesday! Woo! It's Wednesday of another week. It's finally fall/autumn. I'm pumped because this is my season. This is when I thrive. So what's going on? It is Wednesday. Welcome back to Hustling and Healing. So that means it's Wellness Wednesday. It's Wellness Wednesday. And if you couldn't tell from the intro clip, what we're going to be talking about today is intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. So for those of you who haven't heard those terms, what are they, Bree? Well, intrinsic motivation, in short words or terms, is something that you do you're for yourself, like you internally motivate. So according to this website that I can't figure out the source of, but I have the source in the video, intrinsic motivation involves doing something because it's personally rewarding to you. So that's like, I don't know, setting a goal to bike up a huge mountain in your area. So you would take the necessary steps to do that, and you would intrinsically motivate yourself because you're doing it for you, because the end goal is something that's rewarding for you. So that's intrinsic motivation. Versus extrinsic motivation is the opposite. So extrinsic motivation involves doing something because you want to earn a reward or avoid punishment, and that's oftentimes from others. So a good way of thinking of intrinsic versus extrinsic motivations, extra, so like outside of you. So that is, I don't know, you're competing in a fitness contest for a trophy. That would be your reward. Or to show off your physique for others, that would be your reward. So that's extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic, internal for you. Extrinsic, external for others. Or for a reward, extra. So that's a good way of thinking about it. And how does intrinsic motivation play into wellness, Bree? Let's get into it. So intrinsic motivation can play into wellness by helping you motivate yourself to reach your goals and encourage you to make choices that better align with your lifestyle choice or journey. So that could be, since you're doing it for you, that could be you choosing which foods that you want to eat because you know it will help you feel better, help fuel you for your, I don't know, your workout or your study session, things along those lines. And finally, it keeps you motivated despite roadblocks, plateaus, or other life events because the core of your goal is something that you want and that you want to work towards. Then you intrinsically motivate yourself to get there, and you're more likely to hold on to it because you set that goal for you to be achieved by who? You. So ways extrinsic motivation can play into wellness, and it often plays on your competitive streak. So if it's a competition, like a step competition with others, you're being extrinsically motivated to beat the other people in the competition. And it may cause you to center your goals around other people. So that could be a partner, or a spouse, your kids, your friends, your crush, maybe your ex, maybe you're getting a revenge body. That is extrinsically motivated because you're trying to show them up and be like, oh, look what you're missing. So that's extrinsic motivation because it's not really coming from internally. Yeah, you're going to benefit from it, but you're doing it to prove a point to your ex, if you get what I'm saying. And then finally, it's centered around tangible results because, like in the definition said, it's for a reward or to avoid a punishment, right? So it's basically a tangible or maybe intangible, mostly tangible in the concept of that you're getting something from it. Results, which can cause frustration or quitting if you don't reach your achieved or desired goal. If you don't reach your desired goal in your specific time frame that you gave yourself. So an example of that would be losing 20 pounds by the end of the year because I don't know, because you're going to see your crush. You're going to see your crush at the end of the year. Maybe your crush is a family friend. So you're motivated to lose that 20 pounds so that you can show off for your crush. If you don't get that at the end of the year, then maybe you're not going to achieve that. So that is, and then lastly, which one is more sustainable in terms of wellness? Overall, intrinsic motivation is more sustainable because you're doing it for yourself. Because and that's not to say that extrinsic motivation isn't sustainable. It's intrinsic because you're rooted in you and you're not doing it for other people. That you're more likely to keep it up for a longer time. But if you're doing it for other people, or that's like a reward is out there, or to avoid a punishment, then that's good for short-term motivation. So that's it for this Wellness Wednesday, intrinsic motivation versus extrinsic motivation. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it informational. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell down there to get notifications about my next video. If you're interested in following me on other forms of social media, I am on Instagram, Twitter, and of course YouTube. And finally, if you're interested in other forms of content that I post, I do post 3 times a week: Monday, Mo Money Monday; Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday; and Sunday, Self Love Sunday. All right, have a great Wednesday wherever you are. Much love. Bye.